Yeah, I hope I leave this road with motivation. I hope I leave this road with motivation. Life changing, man. 30 minutes, man. At the end of the day, we all life change, you know?
Yeah, I look my kids in the eyes, I hope I'm motivation. I'm fighting for my freedom, I can't let them take it. This music was a gift, so I had to take it. I hope I leave this world with some motivation. I look my kids in the eyes, I hope I'm motivation. I'm fighting for my freedom, I can't let them take it. This music was a gift, so I had to take it. I hope I leave this world with some motivation.
Yeah, hey look, if I don't leave y'all with nothing else, I wanna leave y'all with some motivation, man. You know what I'm saying? When I look at my kids, man, I hope my motivation. Yeah.
We gon' make it out, we gon' make it out, yeah, yeah.
Life changing, man.
Yeah. We gon' make it out, we gon' make it out, yeah, yeah.
What's up? This Speak On It. I'm the host, The Life Changer, and this the official recap show to season 1. I got a lot of special guests on here from season 1. I got some special guests that just came out to join us, man, to put their input on what we're going to be talking about. It's going to be some good stuff, man. We're going to put some stuff out. We're going to talk about Black Lives Matter, all that. And I just want to thank everybody who came, who supported season 1, even the people who came out today. But some of the guests, my boy Coop in the building, one of the founders of True Vision. I got my boy King James in the building, a national recording artist, a mentor. I got my boy Kilo G, a celebrity barber, host. I got Miss Bella Polish, you know what I'm saying? One of the biggest makeup artists in St. Louis. I got another national recording artist, Shylene. And then I got my girl, she part of the podcast team. She over the media, the marketing. She assists me. She helped me with all what I do behind the scenes. Miss who?
Miss Erica Chanel.
She like to talk for herself. You know what I'm saying? And then I got my boy G's. He don't really do this, but he behind the scenes. He do a lot of work for me, man. He put a lot of Speak On It vision in a lot of people's ears, man. He helped me out, man. He called me all the time, every day, to check up on me, make sure my mind right with the vision and everything like that moving forward. So we're gonna just dive right into the recap show. Season 1 was amazing, man. You know what I'm saying? Season 1 was amazing. It was everything that I thought it was gonna be and more. Bella Polish, she was the first on the first episode. It was crazy, man. It made a lot of noise. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. But the first question I want to ask y'all, we all black in this circle right now. I want to ask, why do Black Lives Matter? And I want to ask that to. I probably want to say, I'm gonna ask my boy King James why Black Lives Matter. Why he think Black Lives Matter. So this mic gonna be hot if I pass it to you. We speaking on everything. We not holding nothing in. Let's go. Let's get it.
Okay. What's up, everybody? First and foremost, I believe Black Lives Matter because I believe that we was created in the image and the likeness of God. And anytime God creates anything, it's special. You know, it's a reflection of Him. And anytime God has a son or a daughter, it matters in His eyes and in His mind. You know, that's why He takes care of us. Like, no matter what we've been through as black people, whether it was slavery, whether it's people trying to stop us from being educated, whether it was in school, money, finances, whatever, like, we understood that we was going to overcome because we mattered to God. And as long as you matter to God, that's what really matters. And so we say Black Lives Matter not because of what another ethnic group think, but because what God says about us. And so as long as you can keep that in your mind, then you understand who you are, why you're here, why you exist, and you understand your purpose. And so what I believe is, I believe that everybody don't feel that way. You know, we look at the system, we look at the crime, we look at police brutality, and we feel that we are not being treated in the way that God has created us to be treated. And as long as we don't see that, we're going to continue to fight, and we're going to continue to march, and we're going to continue to let the world know that Black Lives Matter.
That's tough. Yeah, that's good. Me personally, I think Black Lives Matter because I just feel like Black Lives always mattered. They just made it. They just try to conform us and make us feel like Black lives don't matter. And that's why it's even a movement right now, because we actually trying to fight to show people that it do matter, and it always mattered. You know what I'm saying? They just kind of overshadowed it. And everything that you said, man, that's real talk. That's real talk. So one of the women, how y'all feel about?
Okay, so I definitely feel like that us as people, that we have been kept bound like the most out of any other culture. I feel like that we have had to fight the most to become or to do anything. So for us to overcome everything, and even though we are the ones to fight the most, we still come out on top. Whether they acknowledge it or not, we are the ones who fight and have been fighting through anything. We can make something out of anything. So with that being said, Black Lives Matter, because I feel like that the system have always been here to keep us down. And we always find a way to maneuver around, even in the school system, I feel like that they have kept the most important knowledge away from us. Whereas once we honestly get out of high school, we realize that it's so much more to life than what was taught. And these are the things that matters in the long run. So Black Lives Matter, and I feel like that with us, we need to unite more as a people, and honestly sacrifice more time to come together and honestly teach everyone. So that's what I have to say.
Can I ride on what Bella was saying? I think now, because we have so many Black creatives, as we call us, and it's so much more of us with the positivity, and we are showing what a positive Black image looks like. That's where that term Black excellence comes from, because you got individuals such as us, and there's more of us that's constantly showing they want more for themselves. So ultimately, it shows someone under us, whether it's our son, our daughters, nephews, nieces, cousins, or the next door neighbor, that there are more opportunities than just, like you said, going to school and doing what they taught us. What's that test that they make us take where it tells us what we good at? And we're like, I don't even want to be an accountant. I don't even want to be this or that. I want to do video. I want to be a videographer. I want to be a makeup artist. Ain't no test for that. That's skill and that's talent. So constantly, Black Lives, we constantly show ourselves as, no, we matter, we will always matter, no matter what y'all do in this moment. It'll show a negative image of us, but we always got positive images everywhere. So that's why social media is on point, because the negative images are there on the news. But social media for us, like, hey, yo, I'm doing this, bring your kids out, I got a back to school event. You know, so that's why I feel like Black Lives Matter.
That's good. That's good. My next question I want to ask, what make y'all do what y'all do? If that makes sense. What make you want to do what you do? What's the passion behind it? I really was aiming for my boy Coop, because to want to go back to your community after going playing professional in basketball over in Germany, in a whole nother country, what makes you want to come all the way back here to get the kids where you came from, and then say, I wanna show y'all that you don't have to go to the NBA. You could take another route.
I mean, I feel that all started with me coming up playing basketball. As y'all can see, I'm 5'7", so a lot of people always told me I ain't going to the NBA. You ain't going pro, you ain't going Division I, Division II. You can't do this and you can't do that. A lot of people always told me that. So my goal was to make sure I enlighten the youth, to tell them that they could. Not that they can't, even though if you is 5'7", 5'8", 5'9", it's other routes that you can go to make your dream come true. It ain't just one particular route that you got to take to go somewhere. You can go as many different routes. As long as their end goal is the same, you good. That's what I wanted to make sure.
Not right now.
But I mean, that goes along with, I had a conversation with my good friend, his name is Jones, and we were talking about all the areas and levels there are to music. He's a music artist. You got the producer, you got, who in music? It's a team with music. So just because you may not be the artist at that particular moment, being a part of that team is what's up. So like you saying, you may not be going to the NBA, but you could also do this, you could do that, because we only see that one visual. So I think what you do was important as well.
That's good. That's good. Anybody else got something? Anybody else got something? Jeez.
How y'all doing? My name G's. Something that I want to touch on is why people ask me why I want to go back. Well, I'm not even from St. Louis. I'm from Chicago. So I came out here on a full ride scholarship playing football, and I tore my ACL my senior year and my sophomore year. So, you know, just living in sports, you live in a bubble. Inside a bubble, you know, it's only certain things that, you know, we got access to. So as soon as, you know, I got out of school, I instantly came to St. Louis. My dad said, look, you know, life is like a jungle. You know, you got two choices. You can either live or die. So, you know, and I looked at that like, I looked myself in the mirror like I want to survive. You know, I was in and out of the streets, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things was coming my way. And I just felt like, you know, looking at my parents, my journey is their journey as well. So I wanted to take our generation to the next level. I want to take it further. That's what I feel like life is about, is taking your people, your grandparents. You know, we all come from some type of lineage. And, you know, we all cut from that cloth. So it's, you know, it's passed on. So I want my kids to be able to live better than I did and have more opportunities, and also just have access to knowledge, and not just knowledge, but, you know, learning how to apply the knowledge to yourself, and, you know, creating new ideas, and just taking yourself further. And, you know, there's no limits. There's no limits, especially you got God on your side. There's no limits. So that's what I want to say.
That's tough, man. That's tough. Doing what all y'all doing, man. I know all y'all personally. Y'all doing a great job, man. And it gotta have something to do with God. You know, doing what y'all doing. Yeah, but I got a question for my man's Kilo G. Everybody don't do what you do, bro. Like, you meet celebrities, you be backstage and stuff with people. So kind of hit on like being in the same room with a celebrity, because there's people that's in this room right now probably will never be in the same room with celebrities, or, you know, of people of that magnitude. So just kind of hit on that, of just living a life of a celebrity barber, and hosting these clubs where celebrities coming in at.
Oh, man, so look, man, that's how I deal with it. I just be myself. You know what I'm saying? When you be yourself, that's the best thing. Don't try to be something that you're not when you get around these people because they got money. That don't matter. So when you genuinely yourself, they gonna be genuinely themselves, so that you'll be able to have a better conversation, or, you know what I'm saying, grasp or get to know them better. But if they feel like this dude trying to be all, what's up, bro? Man, what you how you do? Nah, you just be in there like how we be chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up, bro? You know what I'm saying? Cause I feel like I'm somebody too. So you wanna know who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, who is dude? This dude ain't came over and say nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? So I just be myself and just, you know, keep it at a small minimum so they feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because you can feel uncomfortable when you're a celebrity, because you always got people, you know what I'm saying, pulling at you. You know what I'm saying? And everybody don't have good intentions on all the time. So you want to just be yourself and just be chill. You know what I'm saying?
So, look, she looking off. She know I'm coming her way. Growing up as a young lady, a young woman, being a singer in St. Louis, where we know the market kind of could get tough if you're not consistent, or the market could kind of get tough because people not supporting you like they do in other states. How is that like?
Okay, well, growing up, I grew up singing in church. So that's a different type of support. That's a different type of audience. Church audience, I can speak for myself, and I know a lot of other church people can understand and can attest to it. They're hard. If you can pull a church crowd, you can pull anybody. If you can't pull, and people say it's not a performance, it is, but it's ministry as well. But if you can pull your church, or any church you go to, it's easy in the world. Growing up and not having support of people that you think matter becomes the problem. A lot of times we miss our supporters. The room can be full, but we believe like if it's not a certain person, just to use a name like a famous person or somebody that we didn't see, we fell in love with, but they didn't necessarily fall in love with our craft or things that we do, we believe that we didn't have the support. So I can't say I grew up without any support. Now you have people that doubted you, of course, not necessarily that they think you're not good. People know your gift before you know your gift. They know where you're going before you know where you're going. So I personally had people in my life that has always grounded and rooted me, helped me understand where I'm going. And I've had people that I wanted to be in my life because I felt like they were going somewhere and they were going to add value, not knowing that I wanted them for the wrong reasons and they didn't want me at all. But having a person like my mother, a praying mother, and helping me understand that in this music life, you have to know the gift that God gave you. You have to know the path that he wants you on, and you're not meant for every path. So once I understood that my life ain't everybody else's life, and I can't sing and I can't twerk like everybody and do all of that, I had to come to grips with who I am. So a lot of times being an artist, being a female artist, you have to literally look yourself in the mirror and know who you are and understand where your support comes from, who your support is, and be okay with that.
That's tough. That's good. That's real good. And you're doing a great job. I've seen you over the years, like you just been consistent and been in the eye and just been doing and just working and working and working like crazy. And that's what's up. King James. I've been rocking with you for a long time, bro. Like, and I seen a switch. Like, but take people back like to the days where you was just out in survival mode, like running the streets and the switch that where your mind said, this is not the right way to go. Like, this the way to go, and I'm gonna be successful doing it this way. Or I take whatever that comes with it, doing it the right way.
I believe that in our lives that at some point in everyone's life that you're going to be on a crossroad where God is going to challenge you to say, hey, you could continue this way or you could continue that way. And for me, it was one of those moments where, man, I promise you, it wasn't even in my control. Basically, like people like to say, like, you know what, I just made a decision, to get on the right track and to, do the right thing. Like, that's not true. It's one of those things when God says, like, I'm ready for you. It's like, whatever you into, whatever your addictions are, whatever your struggles are, I'm getting ready to snatch you out. And that's what God did for me. So for me, it was like, I was, for a season, my parents separated, and, I was sleeping on pool tables. I was in crack houses, dope houses, and doing all that. I was doing everything basically under the sun that a teenager or a young man would do. And so the change happened when God really just showed me myself. He showed me, like, it was like a flashback in my mind. Like, he showed me in shootouts, showed me having unprotected sex with multiple women. He showed me, like, how I was training other young guys up to be in the dope game, to misuse and mistreat women and to just do everything. And so once he showed me that, and he showed me the only reason why you still alive is because I had my hand on your life, it broke me down. And I was like, but not only did he do that, like, he literally broke the addictions and the strongholds that was on my life. It literally lifted off of me like I was taking off a 50-pound vest. And from that day, I just never been the same. And so now I say, oh, you know what? I'm going to use my life to bring God glory instead of the enemy. And I'm going to train young men to live their life for the glory of God as well. And I'm going to go back to the same neighborhoods, and I'm going to let them know that, hey, it's a better way. Like I wrote a song called Better Days, what I'm saying? Talked about, they lost too much to these streets, it got to be a better way. That was one of my prayers. One of my prayers is that my homies that's locked up in chains, my little homies that's strung out on opiates, my prayers for my uncle who was, strung out on drugs, for him to actually, like, be free. And so that's what my life is. And when I decided, I found my purpose. So once you find your purpose, it allows you, like, you feel your worth. You get your value. It's like, this is what I exist for? Shoot, I ain't got no choice. I want to be living life based off the reason that I exist. And so I just went the other way.
That's what's up, bro. That's real talk. And even it was a time where you told me, like, I was praying for you. Like, even I know, like, after I switch, I'm like, if I could switch, you can, the same thing you did for me, you could do for my homeboy. And it happened to me. You know what I'm saying? So for sure, like everything that God did for you, man, and you just being upright and stuff and trying, because ain't nobody perfect. People fall and get back up. And me seeing that, man, it affected my life. And made me look at life like, hold on, like, let me look myself in a mirror, and I got a daughter at the time I had a daughter, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you know what I'm saying, it helped me.
Right. And to just kind of talk about our relationships, and this is how we got to be as family, you know what I'm saying, as black people, period. Like, I wanted so much for you that I had for myself. It was like, I knew that it was something like so much better. Like you being shot, I'm like, no, I don't want him to lose his life. You know what I'm saying? Finances, I'm looking at finances different. I'm like, dang, I want that for my bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Freedom, I want freedom for my bro as well. So how could I not tap into something and say, I don't want to bring my people along? So I really want that for you because I love my people. And so that's why I was like on you so tough, like, and Rip looking at me like, man, this dude crazy. Well, dude, on some crazy stuff. I'm looking like, you will see on the other end, and you came on home. And you know what I'm saying? I'm proud of you, bro.
Well, speak on it then.
I'm going to speak on it because everybody, we all ain't have a you. We all had, and I'm going to speak for me. And I know I had family praying for me, but I know I had more friends rooting against me, definitely growing up. I had more friends that would go before in a situation that God already set up for me to win so they could tear it down. So I want to ask, if you don't mind, how many of us have actually, like, in our journeys of becoming entrepreneurs, are we happy that the people that aren't with us aren't with us?
I mean, shoot, man. It's a lot of people that fell off that I could look back on. There's a lot of people that fell off, even like where I'm at right now, sitting in this chair. It's only a few people that was there back then that's here right now in this room. You know what I'm saying? And that's the people that's moving forward. You know, and I mean, that's really it for me. Like.
So I feel like when God have his hands on you and you understand your purpose, just like Trez said, when you understand certain things in life, it's certain things that as you go and you honestly go through it, you're not going to miss it.
That's right.
So when you are traveling, it's just like, okay, God, like whatever your will is, I'm okay with that. So if I have to lose people, if I have to redirect, whatever I have to do to gain that purpose, that passion back, that strength back, whoever isn't there, please go. Like, honestly, I feel like at this point, even in my life as an entrepreneur, it's so many things that I feel like that I don't even like controlling. If I have to control you and make you be there and stay there and all of that, no, I don't want to do it. I don't have the time. Time is valuable. So if you choose to go, honestly, that's God's way of removing you from my life, so I won't be held back. So goodbye and good day.
Honestly, it's something as simple as a phone call. When it's like having that negative voice in your ear, like, so yeah, I want to do this. I'm thinking about, girl, I don't think you could do that. Or nah, bro, that ain't even cool. What you doing all that for? Then them the people I can't have on my phone, honestly, though. And honestly, them people, they go each year you get older, each century, all that. They die every day. And it's like, I appreciate that. When you say that prayer, you got to be ready for all them to start falling.
That's real. Well, see, I'm a guy that I always gave support, so I get a lot of support back. But I had something that going in my life from a person that I really looked at like a mother, you know what I'm saying? But when I guess got my success or moved on, you know, things wasn't like I thought it would be. But, you know, I prayed about it like we all said, you know what I'm saying? I put it in God's hand, and now I'm a better person. I ain't even tripping off of it no more. It is what it is. I'm going to keep doing me. I'm going to keep striving to be great. So it is what it is.
That's real, man. That's a real thing. And you got to move on, and you can't be tripping off the past and people who didn't support you. I had a couple people call me like, man, they not supporting me. And I'm like, this ain't for nobody to support you. Do what God called you to do, what God purposely put you on earth to do, and keep doing that. And then don't, anything else, whatever comes with it, you take that. If it ain't support, then let it not be support. You know what I'm saying? You accomplishing something, right? So I got a question for all the men on the panel. I need everybody to touch the hot mic, the speak on the mic. Everybody, I need to touch it. So this the question. How do y'all feel about women being the #1 entrepreneur in St. Louis? Yeah, women. Yeah.
Well, on that note, I feel like men shouldn't feel no way because we came from a woman. So the woman herself, she is the foundation. She's the rock. She's everything. She's behind the man. She's in front of the man on both sides. She helps him navigate. So, why would we feel some type of way if we have a woman that's leading us? And especially if she led by God, I definitely wouldn't have any problems with that either. So, on that note, I feel like we need to start, bigging up our women even more and encourage them to, take those roles, take those big jobs and things that they might be nervous for. But like, other than that, I applaud them, on that note.
That's good. That's good, G's. And I think the Bible talks about in Proverbs. He kind of talk. Yeah, he waiting on me. He don't think he waiting on me. It talks about, now I ain't saying the exact scripture, but it talks about the women going to work, putting their hands to work and going to get some stuff and bringing it back home, right? So you hear women say, I'm a Proverbs 31 woman. They only take the rubies and the first couple of sentences. But if you keep reading, and the reason why I know this is because you read this to me a couple months ago, and it talks about the woman straight going out, like doing stuff, making sure stuff good by the time the winter come and everything, putting her hands to work. But I'm gonna let y'all keep on going because
Well, for me, I would say I'm proud of a black woman for being the #1 entrepreneur in St. Louis because, yeah, y'all can clap it up for yourselves. I see a lot of black women in here. I say I'm proud of y'all though because, from where we come from as men and us trying to make it for y'all to be the #1. Just like you said, y'all have to go through different obstacles than we have to. So in order for y'all to be #1 over us, that says a lot and how strong a black woman can be in this world and what they need to do to go out to get to what they want. So I applaud y'all. I respect that and I support y'all 100%.
Solid. It's a great thing. Like he said, the woman, I believe like a lot of people think like that, when God said, let them have dominion, like he gave dominion to both the man and the woman. And I like to look at it like that, God straight told us to just dominate. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to see you ladies in your vein dominating, like, that's a big thing. Y'all understanding like, no, I have dominion, I can create as well because we were put here to create. But I will also say this, because our women are looking for men. Our women they're looking for men. Like even if you're not a man that's an entrepreneur, right? Because everybody is not entrepreneurs, right? But man, come on, you at least need to be working. Women are looking for a solid man. And so the reason why we're seeing like 20 women scrambling, in this one man is because like the men are not on that stuff. So another way that I would look at it is like I would tell my fellas and my men in St. Louis, like, y'all got to pick it up. Like, y'all got to pick it up. Y'all got to sacrifice some stuff. We got to start looking at life differently. You got to start trying to open up your own business or go to work. Like, I remember this one woman told me, she's like, man, if my man can hold down 2 fast food jobs, I just want you to do something. And so, fellas, we have to start doing things. No knock to the woman being the #1 in St. Louis entrepreneurs. But, fellas, we have to pick up the ball because a woman wants a man to lead in certain areas, right? The woman leads in certain areas. They're just better than us, man. We got to admit that women are just better than us in certain areas. And I
don't believe that. I don't believe that. No,
but hey, they're gonna be on you, Kilo G. And so, yeah, it's a 2-part, answer for me. That's great for our women to be dominating, and men, we have to pick it up.
Hey, one time for my St. Louis women. You dig? Hey, I was raised by my mother. I had no father, so I always give big ups to all the women. I'm going to keep it real short and simple. Shout out to my women from St. Louis doing their thing.
And now I shift my question to the right, to the women. What do y'all think that men can do better as being entrepreneurs? As far as men being entrepreneurs, what do y'all think that men in general?
To kind of piggyback off on your first question and merging your second one of y'all said it. It's supporting your woman, your friend, your cousin, your sister when they are in that entrepreneur moment. It's not being like, hey, I did this. Like, no, she did this. I was here to help. If if that's your friend, I'm gonna wear a Bella Polish T-shirt and don't feel no kind of way. Men have an issue with supporting women because no, that's feminine, bro. I can't do that. You know, it's also protecting us in those environments that are male dominated. A lot of men don't protect us, so that way we get taken advantage of. We get all kinds of stuff that I don't really want to get into. But I think
Speak on it.
whether it's sexual harassment behind the scenes, whether you performing and you the only female, and you going into your dressing room, but you got to pass like 20 of them, and you like, but you know like 10 of them in there, and don't nobody say nothing about all those catcallings and stuff, that's a problem. Whether you go behind the stage of a celebrity performer and it's male dominated in their room and don't nobody say nothing to protect you, I have a problem with that. So I seem like a B when I speak up for myself and say, hey, chill out. Or where I say, excuse me, can y'all leave the room?
Where we going? Which one? What side are we talking about?
Just basically the question is, how do you want them to be better entrepreneurs? How them being individual men in their professions, and if you're in their profession, how does that help you?
Okay. It's basically sticking with your craft. A lot of times, a lot of guys that I've come across, they can get off track easily. Anything can... No, I'm not. Anything can go across their face, and it's like sometimes they lose that focus. I really want our black men, I speak for black men all the time because I love black men. I know I'm going to marry a black man. That's just it. But I want our black men to stay focused because there are a lot of distractions in our black men's life. I think black men are the greatest men created on earth, okay, and by God. But there are a lot of distractions that come in the black man's territory when he's working. And when he's been an entrepreneur, when he's reaching his heights, the distractions become greater. Everybody know every level is another devil, whatever. But I want our black men to stand firm in who they are and what they believe and not waver because a dollar sign, because the female looks this way. If you got something solid, regardless if it's your family, your friends, or woman, you be solid, be consistent, because the woman that's behind you is more consistent than you are. And it's not a bad thing. She's just making sure that if you're straightened up and you may drop something, she's there to pick it back up for you. But don't make it harder so she has to rebuild the entire store or the entire place. You know what I'm saying? You guys have to, not you guys in general, because you guys are all amazing black men. I've done my research. But but guys in general, I just want you guys to stay consistent, because that's what make women and people in the world just excited to follow a black man, in my opinion.
Okay, so I have a different perspective. My perspective is I feel like that as a black man, I feel like it's already hard enough. So if you have a solid black woman beside you that also understands entrepreneurship, why not get an understanding together and go forward? So with that being said, I feel like it's not enough women that's in entrepreneurship that's supporting the black man, or that knows how to come together with the black man and actually create something more or better. If we came together more and supported our black men, put finances together, put a lot of things together, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, to make sure that we are on the right path, why can't we dominate together?
Okay, well, I have to say something. So I definitely agree with that. One thing I do know that in the black household, or in relationships in general, it's always a fight. I don't understand why black people are just divided. It's a fight, because it's like, I'm the man, I'm strong, I have the muscle. I'm the woman, I got the brain, I got the beauty. But it's like, you put all of that together, what do you create? what do you make? What happens? Magic happens. Nobody can destroy nothing that's really built by God from the ground up, and that's just meant. And if you work together, nobody can divide unity.
One more thing. So another thing, like I said, I do feel like that even as a community, the culture, we lack basic communication skills. I feel like a lot can be covered with just simply communicating. I feel like, So yes, I feel like a lot could be even articulated better if we all just learn how to communicate and not allow emotions and certain things to kind of interfere with everything that's going on. If we could communicate and really just sit down and get to the bottom line and create solutions, it's more solutions to be replaced than more so chaos. We create chaos out of anything. Every little thing is always a problem, and in reality, it's really not. If I understand your feelings, you understand my feelings, we understand what's needed to be done, let's get it done and move on. Let's not stay stagnant. We consciously make decisions to literally stay stagnant with everything that we do in business and personal, whatever. If we can just unlock our minds to be open, it would be better.
Get this woman an offering. Get this woman an offering up here. Hey, that's real talk though. That's real talk. Even what Charlene said about men being one of the greatest creations by God and stuff. Don't think we here for no reason, fellas. We here for a reason now. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, just moving forward, transitioning into what we're gonna talk about next is just what do each and every one of y'all got up and coming? What can y'all share with us that probably don't nobody know about? Probably they do. We gonna pass the mic around, and I just want to know some new stuff, some new things. You don't talk about speak on it.
Well, besides, helping you with speak on it, another thing I got going on is me and my father in Chicago got a construction and architect company going on. So, right now in St. Louis, I'm working with a lot of contacts to buy up land and do a lot of things in the opportunity zones where we could, build up, affordable housing and build up churches, schools, and things like that. So that's something that I got working on, here in St. Louis and back in Chicago, something that I'm doing, that started with my father. So he passing down to me that I could, pass down to my kids and for them kids. So that's what I got working on.
I would say with True Vision, right now we're trying to brand out and get our own, I would say clothing machine to produce our own clothes ourselves. So we don't have to go out to ventures to call them and have them give them our numbers. So we create our own stuff from scratch. We can just get the shirt and then we put it on the machine, 5-6 shirts at a time, and they just go. That's the next venture with that. And for True Vision as a nonprofit organization, we just got up and running again. So now we're looking to seek grants so we can actually put our athletes back in schools when the schools open back up. So that's what's up and coming with True Vision.
Solid. So for me, I have a project coming up, mixtape coming up. It's gonna be hot. Actually, my girl Charlene, we did a concert, King James Live my first concert. And she was my co-artist singing all my hooks for me, and we killed it. So from that concert, I'm getting ready to put out the project from that. I'm also doing a relaunch of my book entitled Tailor-Made. I'm doing a relaunch of it. The book is geared towards teens and young adults, talking about how in a world where everyone wants to fit in, you were created to stand out. So that's going to be coming out. I'm also working on paying my home off. I got a mortgage that I'm getting ready to pay off. So I'm working on that. And also, I work with inner city youth in the St. Louis Public Schools. Every year, we serve over 300 kids, right? Every Thursday night, we got 70 to 80 kids in one room. We got basketball courts, we got batting cages, weight rooms, we got all that. So we're getting ready to launch for this school year. And as we know, they have shut down the sports for the St. Louis Public Schools. And so I have a perfect opportunity for anybody in St. Louis that want to say, hey, I want to come pour into some youth and young adults. I want y'all to connect with me. We looking for singers. We looking for trainers. We looking for barbers, you know what I'm saying, to inspire people. So this upcoming school year, we getting ready to put on for our city right in here in St. Louis. So that's what's coming up.
I got a barber battle show coming up with me and my dog Kev the barber. Everybody know Kev the barber, so that's coming up in September. What else I got coming up? How that's gonna go? It's gonna be set up. So we got for dope braiders, we got contests for the braiders, we got contests for lace fronts, makeup artists. I want to say too, quick fades, designs. So we gonna all put them all in the same room. I'm gonna be a judge, you know what I'm saying? Cause I done put in my work, so now I ain't gotta do all this. So yeah, so it's gonna be real nice September at Blue Lounge. Yeah, so what else I got coming up? I got these dope parties coming up. I did a sneaker ball, my brothers was there. Real fly, you know what I'm saying? So I'm bringing a different energy and different vibes to St. Louis area with my parties and stuff. So, I'm in the club, I promote. And then with Streets 1051, I do that. I'm a radio jock, so I got plenty interviews coming up. I also be playing my girl music on there and stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? So I just trying to support everybody because that's what we need.
Nice.
Hey man, we got a lot of black strong people up on this recap show. Strong. I'm from Midwest. Yeah, Kilo G. Who? What's the next celebrity, man? I just wanted to throw that out there. You got Jay-Z coming? Let me know. I'm gonna be backstage. Yeah, most likely they're gonna point them in your direction. Yeah. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey man, I just want to say I appreciate each and every one of y'all. I appreciate y'all from being on the season. I ain't get y'all. Y'all got a lot coming up? I thought y'all already.
What do I have coming up? That's true. So I will be hosting another makeup boot camp soon. The second one. Thank you. I don't know when. Obviously, we're in the middle of a pandemic. I did it the first time, but the cases are rising, so I have to minimize that a little bit. Outside of that, I'm working on cutting out the middleman. Me being an entrepreneur, I definitely want to create a cosmetic line, and I have already started, and I do have products, but of course, with me being a perfectionist, I want to make sure that everything is definitely put together. I'm also working on becoming a global beauty mogul. So that will happen if I put in the work, which I plan on doing that. So outside of that, working, not stopping. The grind never stops.
Go ahead, sis. Okay, so I'm definitely working on an album. I just released a single called Don't See It on all digital downloads. You guys can go get that. I'm featuring my guy Chandler. He's also my keyboardist in my band. Secondly, in September, I'm hosting, I haven't reached out yet, but tomorrow, which is Monday, I will send out a blast inbox to all artists, men and women. And I want to do a unity shoot. They're going to wear black for the Black Lives Matter and then blue jean, just, to signify whatever. But we will also have a conversation just about life. Unity, stuff like that. So I'm going to do that in September, not because I want, it's not going to be, Charlene Presents. It's just going to be a St. Louis Unity situation. I'll have bloggers. I'll have the newspaper. I'm trying to get some radio people in on that. So I'm finishing all that up this week. I also just launched my clothing business called Summertime, where we sell vacation wear all year long for men, women, children, and plus size. We also sell in-season wear as well. So say you going out of town, okay, we got swimsuits, we got all of that, man, we got your swim trunks. But also say, it's snowing where you are. We got boots, we got pants, we got turtlenecks, you know what I'm saying? Whenever it's time, we got it. Summertime, SUMMATIME. Follow us on all social media as well. That's all I can tell you right now.
Okay. So I am continuing to work on the Speak On It team. I also was blessed with the opportunity to work on a politician who's running for a major seat in the city, work on her campaign as well, Ms. Danny Kelly. I also have a series dropping in October called The Supper Club. Waiting for more legal paperwork coming back for that. On that, I also have like politicians, a lot of black excellence. You'll see some of the faces that's on this panel also at that table. It's a private dinner series. And season 2 gonna be good too. Season 2 will speak on it. What you got coming up?
Hey, season 2 gonna be a whole nother level. Man, we tapping into a whole nother, we've been talking every day about season 2. We got some big names coming up on season 2. But the next focus after this will be the Black Man Table Talk. The Black Man Table Talk gonna be real, like, firm and real. We're gonna talk about some things where, people don't talk about. And we ain't just talking about just in St. Louis. We talking about the whole country. You know what I'm saying? Period. And then just us being black men and just sitting and talking is gonna be a strong conversation. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna laugh a lot. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be tough. That's what I got up and coming besides season 2. But I just want to thank all y'all for coming out. I want to thank y'all for being part of season 1. This was the recap show. I'm the host, the Life Changer. We out until next time, into the next recap show. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's roll. Let's roll, baby.